Hello, I'm Michael Whitehouse, Marketing Manager with EZBZ. A lot of people, when I explain EZBZ to them, they ask me, well, why can't I just Google what I'm looking for? It's what I've always done, works fine. EZBZ has a couple of advantages over the other ways that you might be looking for businesses. Google especially. Google is one of the ones that people think of first. Some people still go to the Yellow Pages or yellowpages.com or something like that. And sure enough, if you're looking for any kind of contractor, any kind of business, you put it into Google and you will get listings. I mean, Google's a great resource. If you want to know the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow, it will tell you whether it's European or African swallow, it'll give you the speed. Any information you want, why is the sky blue, it'll give you diagrams and pictures. But if you search for a business or a type of business, what you're going to get is a list of businesses. Phone numbers, websites, addresses. It won't put you in touch with the businesses, it'll just give you the information so you can start calling. Now, it takes the average person around 3 hours, sometimes more, to find what they're looking for. If you have a need once a week, that can add up to 150 hours. That's almost a week every year that you spend looking for and trying to get in touch with these businesses. You know, you've got a phone number, you call it up, does someone answer? Maybe they do. Maybe you get a voicemail. Maybe you get a receptionist or someone else who says, well, let me take a message for you and have Joe get back to you when he gets back into the office next week. Who knows? You can also go on their website, you get the contact forms, you fill those out. And of course, what happens when you fill out a contact form? You put your email address in, and the first thing that happens, that information travels at the speed of light to their server, where they take your email address and put it into their newsletter database. And you are immediately on their newsletter list, which will come like clockwork every month or week or sometimes days, depending on how ambitious they are with the newsletters. You may or may not get a quote, but you'll definitely get those email come-ons. So there's other sites. There's sites specifically designed for home services that you can go to, and you can say, I need a plumber, and it'll ask you specific questions and whatnot. The thing about those sites is they generally sell the lead. Now, the lead, that's you. That is your phone number, your email address, your address, all the information you put in there, they're selling it for $25 to $75. Now, imagine you're a business owner, you just paid $75 for someone's phone number and email address. You call them up, they say they went with someone else, you gonna throw away that phone number? No. You're gonna put it on file, because they're gonna maybe call it next year, maybe you need something then, or the year after. Smart business person is going to do the smart thing. They paid for that information. They're going to hold on to it. They're going to use it. And the business model of these sites is they're going to sell that information to a dozen, 2 dozen, as many businesses as will pay for it. So now your information is being broadcast out to any number of businesses that are going to keep trying to get in touch. And of course, they own that information. They can sell it. Paid for it. They might as well sell it. Well, now your phone number, your email address is going who knows where. Now, you can also go with friend recommendations. Now, friends are great. I love friends. I love recommendations. I make a lot of recommendations myself for different businesses. But here's the thing. You go on Facebook and you say, hey, does anyone know a good tailor, or does anyone know a good cleaning person? Some people may respond because they had a good experience. Some people may respond because they've got a friend or a neighbor or a brother-in-law's cousin who does that business. They want to help them out. Is the brother-in-law's cousin reputable, properly insured, safe, affordable? Who knows? They're referring them because they know them. All right, and it seems like a quality connection, but is it really? It may be. It may not. And even if they've done business with them, you're taking the advice of one person who's done business one time. I've worked with some companies that I had a great experience with, that everyone else I know hated. And likewise, everyone else had a good experience and I had a bad one. It can happen. That's why anecdotal evidence isn't real evidence. You know, you really want more background than just that. So it feels comfortable to get those referrals, but it's not always the most solid advice. Now, I also want to talk a little bit about cars. I used to sell cars, so it's near and dear to my heart. When you go to one of those car shopping sites, Edmunds, Kelley Blue Book, all of them, they have great information, great resources. All right, they'll show you the inventory of different car dealerships and all that. They're a great place to do research. But if you put your information, phone number, email, etc., in there, they're going to sell it. That's what they do. That's their business model. It's how they make money. It's why all the information's free for you. They're going to sell it to a dealership. Dealership's going to pay between $15 and $30 for it. And if you thought an elephant never forgot, an elephant's got nothing on a car dealership that paid for customer information. When I worked at a dealership, during slow times, the manager would dust off an old list of phone numbers from 3 years ago of people who didn't buy, or leads, or someone who walked to the dealership, or stuff they bought from some lead source, and say, call these guys again and see if there's any life in them. And every time a new salesperson comes in, hey, you're not really busy, you don't have a lot of traffic going on, here, call these guys again, see if they need anything. You could be getting calls from a dealership, and if you've ever bought a car, you know what I'm talking about. You could be getting cars from a dealership 3, 5, 10 years later if you keep the same phone number. So, EZBZ, of course, does not give out your information unless you want to give it out. Doesn't give out your phone number. Doesn't give out your email address. Businesses communicate through the EZBZ platform, so you can communicate under your terms. You decide when you want to talk to them. You decide when you want to meet them. You decide all that. You're completely in control. And if you want to give your phone number to everyone, you can do that. You can give it to everyone who responds, if that's what you want to do. It's entirely up to you. You are completely in control, and all the services are free, so use the one that's going to work best for you. Personally, I recommend EZBZ at myezbz.com, but I might be a little biased, but I think I gave you a couple of good reasons why you might want to as well. Well, thank you very much for listening. More details down in the comments, or down in the description, is a link to a blog post about this topic as well. I'm Michael Whitehouse, Marketing Manager for EZBZ.